When the calendar flips to September, a lot of gardeners just sigh with relief as summer's relentless heat finally starts to fade. Beds that once groaned under tomatoes, beans, and cucumbers begin to look kinda tired, and many people just assume it's time to put the garden to sleep. But honestly, September is not the end, it's actually a hidden beginning. Our grandparents, well, they knew that the true test of a gardener's skill wasn't really about those big summer harvests, but in how the soil was kept producing right through the cold months. These days, most gardeners overlook September planting, thinking that winter harvests are only for greenhouses or folks living in mild climates. The truth is actually pretty different. There are crops, lots of them really, that have been forgotten or just underappreciated, and they thrive when sown in September, rewarding you with food deep into the winter months. The beauty of these hidden gems is not just in their resilience but in the way they recharge soil biology while standing strong in the frost. Mache is often overlooked entirely, but honestly it's one of the finest winter greens in existence. While it's pretty common over in Europe, it's still neglected in North America, even though it thrives in short days and cold soil. By planting in September, you give mache a chance to establish before frost. Once it's rooted, it really needs little attention and can survive well below freezing without any cover at all. Its small rosettes of tender leaves are just packed with nutrients, and they offer this mild, nutty flavor that really brightens up winter meals. For soil health, mache provides constant living cover, keeping microbial life active when, well, most beds just lie bare. Garlic is definitely better known, but a lot of gardeners still hesitate to plant it in fall. September is the perfect time in many regions when the soil is cool but not frozen. Each clove you plant now slowly grows roots before winter, anchoring itself for a big surge in spring. By occupying the soil through the cold months, garlic suppresses weeds, maintains root activity, and makes sure you have a harvest ready by early summer, just when other crops are starting to take off. And beyond its culinary value, garlic is a real biological powerhouse, secreting compounds into the soil that can help suppress harmful microbes. Winter rye is often labeled as just a cover crop rather than a food crop, and that's probably why a lot of gardeners ignore it. But honestly, its value to a homestead just can't be overstated. Sown in September, rye germinates quickly and creates these dense root systems that protect soil from erosion, feed microbial life, and trap nutrients that would otherwise leach away during winter rains. By spring, the rye can be cut and used as mulch, or tilled lightly to add organic matter. It might not be harvested directly as food, but its role in building humus and keeping worms active is, well, simply invaluable. Kale has earned its reputation as one of the hardiest garden crops, but what many forget is that September sowing produces the most resilient plants. Unlike spring kale, which bolts quickly, fall kale matures slowly and honestly, improves in flavor after frost. The cold enhances its natural sugars, transforming toughness into tenderness. Well-grown kale stands tall in snow, offering continual harvests when little else is green. For senior gardeners seeking low-maintenance reliability, kale is unmatched. Its extensive roots also keep microbial pathways open, sustaining soil vitality all winter. Perhaps the most underrated of all fall crops, parsnips require patience but reward with unmatched winter sweetness. When sown in September, they grow steadily, then stall as cold sets in. Frost transforms their starches into sugars, producing roots far richer than those harvested in summer. Left in the ground, parsnips keep well, effectively storing themselves until dug in late winter or early spring. Their deep roots aerate heavy soils and unlock nutrients beyond the reach of shallower crops. Parsnips embody the long game of gardening, slow, steady, and sustaining. These overlooked crops are more than food. They are allies in soil stewardship. Each plays a role in protecting the soil ecosystem through winter. Taproot crops like radishes and parsnips drill pathways for water and oxygen. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and mache provide continuous cover, feeding microbes through root exudates. Cover crops like rye lock in nutrients and add organic matter. Garlic suppresses pathogens while maintaining soil life. Together they transform what could be a dormant, lifeless bed into a living system even in the harshest season. By treating September as a beginning rather than an end, you gain twice fresh food in the months when it is most valued and improved soil ready to explode with growth when spring returns. These are the secrets older generations understood instinctively, when survival meant never letting the soil rest completely. It is easy to be distracted by the flash of summer harvest, but the true measure of a seasoned gardener is in their winter planning. September's overlooked crops hold within them both sustenance and soil health. They ask little, some seed, a few weeks of early growth and patience through frost, but they repay with nutrition and fertility that ripple forward into the next season. This September, resist the urge to tuck your tools away. Instead, sow radishes, spinach, mâche, garlic, rye, kale, and parsnips. Watch how the soil responds. Observe how worms stay active longer, how microbes keep working under the cover of roots, and how your kitchen benefits from food at a time when most gardens sit bare. The hidden gems of September may not make headlines in gardening magazines, but they are the backbone of a homestead that feeds itself year-round. The wisdom of fall planting lies not in novelty, but in continuity. By choosing overlooked crops and giving your soil living roots through the cold, you step into the same rhythm practiced by our grandparents and their grandparents before them. Their gardens did not stop in September, and neither should yours. If this guide has sparked new ideas for your fall garden, subscribe to Soil and Plant Doctor and share this with fellow gardeners. Let us keep passing down the old knowledge that builds soil, nourishes families, and ensures that even in the depths of winter, the garden continues to give.